Welcome back to March Mondays. The march this week I thought would be appropriate since D-Day was yesterday. Here is the official march of the French Navy, Marche Lorraine. Mostly when we think of D-Day, June 6th, 1944, we think about the Americans, the British, and the Canadians that stormed the beaches of Normandy, but in fact there were 177 Frenchmen that stormed the beaches as well. The French were mostly responsible for reconnaissance missions along the Normandy coast before the D-Day landings. And just a few weeks before the landings, these 177 Frenchmen received their insignia, their bronze coat of arms, and the Lorraine Cross, which was an emblem of Free French Forces. This march was composed by Gustave Louis Gain in 1892, and apparently it was written as a piano piece for a gymnastic festival in Nancy, the capital of Lorraine. If you're familiar with the lyrics of the French national anthem, you'll know that they have a taste for the rallying lyrics. So a similar patriotic text is featured in the original songs of this march. As far as composition goes, the gang's all here. We got solo cornet, first, second, and third, so it's gonna be fun. I really like in the first section of this march where the solo cornet is kind of still putting along, and the first cornet actually holds that G above while everything is happening. It kind of gives it that, the end of an 80s power ballad, Whitney Houston or something, there's a key change, and it just like sings above. It's great. Now, the second section of this, which is apparently an ancient song of Lorraine, is really cool because everybody, I think, in the band mostly has this same rhythm, so you really want to make sure it's sharp. Now the trio, the very heartwarming trio of Marche Lorraine. It sounds like something that would be sung by a mass group of people. It's definitely quieter the first time and louder the second. Now, remember that time I said that not all interludes are created equal? Well, this one definitely fits in that category. You have this sort of fanfare section, kind of like the beginning, comes back in minor in this, but then the first cornet actually cuts out for a few measures to let the rest of the cornet section shine, and brings this new tonal center for a second, and then of course comes into the trio, which isn't a grandioso, and it's only played once, which is very interesting. Oh yeah, I think it's only played once because you go back to the theme again before ending it off with the fanfare once more. I thought I'd add some trombone parts in there just for fun. C'est tout c'est fait. That is March Lorraine. Thank you very much for watching and hope to see you next week for yet another march.